Okay, how many of you have put on like a face, acting fake towards somebody because you felt kind of threatened by them, or because you didn't want to have to deal with like a reality or something? So I'll raise your hands at once. So in the quote by Caitlin, diplomacy is the art of saying nice doggy till you can find a rock. I think what he's saying is that you'll put on, I do agree with this quote too, if like you feel threatened by something, you'll put on like a nice face or be kind to it until you have something you can attack it with. I think this works in several different instances, like in international relationships, like politics, in relationships like between boyfriend and girlfriend type, and in life or death situations. So like for the countries and international relationships, one instance would be like, let's say, this isn't true, but perhaps Canada this whole time is secretly like our enemies and they really hate us, but they've always been like really nice to us and stuff, and like, hey, we're just Canada, hey. But really they're just waiting until they can get a nuke and end us all, and we're going to die. In relationships between boyfriend and girlfriend, if, let's say you've been in a relationship for like 6 months or whatever, and you're just getting bored, like your girlfriend's done nothing wrong, or boyfriend, and like they did nothing cruel to you, and you're just tired of it, you're over it, you're ready to end it. Well, you're not just going to be like, well, hey, we're done because I'm bored of you. Like, you wouldn't do that. You would wait till you had like a rock or like a reason to be like, oh, well, I saw you hitting on that dude over there or whatever, and so we're done, or something like that. And then in life or death situations, if someone's pointing like a gun at you, you're going to be like really nice to them until, unless you have a gun. Then you'll just shoot him back. But if you didn't have that gun, you'd be really kind to him and try and change his mind, I guess. So in the quote by the brilliant Caitlin, diplomacy is the art of saying nice doggy until you can find a rock. I think that works in politics, in relationships, and in life or death situations. Yeah, what am I going to say about that? Gluttony is a secret vice. It's not a secret vice. Not gluttony.
That would have been a fun one to talk about. I'm not afraid to die, but I don't want to be there when it happens. Everything's fun, right?
What are your examples?
Good movies.
What?
Good movies. Okay, so.
All right, Joel, I like the thesis statement that you came up with. You had a good preview. The rhetorical question audience survey thing is a little awkward since people are not always as responsive as you would like them to be, and you actually have to point that out to them. The organization, there's good internal signposts. Your supporting points, they're okay, but a couple of them you had to make up instead of being able to find something that was real. Canada, for instance, being our enemy is kind of an interesting one. I'm sure that there are probably better examples that you could come up with there. Your voice projects nicely. There's a good animation in it. Be careful. I didn't count them, but when you watch it, you might want to count the number of times that you say like, because I think it's more than excessive. Gestures are okay. Your facial expressions, sometimes you're a little bit more impassive than the content, and sometimes you seem to be going the opposite direction. Not quite a nervous smile, but you did seem like you were talking to us and relating to us, and I thought that was fine. The anxiety that comes out at all is in your feet. You kind of cross your feet awkwardly 2 or 3 times, and it does seem to me to be a little noticeable. Have a little bit more confidence there. The conclusion, you had a good summary, and you came back to the point that you were trying to make, so we know what your point was while you were speaking. That's the point of an impromptu speech. Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ian, can you pass off the timing thing to somebody?
Yeah.
Thank you. And it's your turn to get a topic and send Mark in, please.